following is a production of the Department of Broadcasting and Journalism at Western Illinois University.
We debut our newest local sports focus segment, the high school football game of the week. Find out where we were under the Friday night lights coming up.
And Leatherneck women's soccer back in action for a pair of Summit League home contests last weekend. See how the Leathernecks fared straight ahead.
And we have full highlights from the Macomb Bombers girls volleyball matchup against Bushnell Prairie City. See if MHS could defeat the Lady Spartans. All that and more coming up.
Welcome to Local Sports Focus, a show that covers everything Western Illinois and Macomb High School athletics. I'm Danny Fry.
And I'm Redrick Terry, and on today's show we have Western Illinois football, soccer, top plays, and all the MHS sports coverage you can handle.
Let's begin on the pitch of WYU women's soccer. The Leathernecks look to get back into the win column after a loss to open up Summit League play against Denver. So fist bumps all around at John McKenzie Alumni Field as we take you there now to the first half. Courtney Baker of a shot on goal for the Coyotes, saved by Kayla McCormick's noggin to keep the match scoreless. And then a nice lead pass to our own Haley Richards, and she flicks it though right to the USD keeper.
About 3 minutes into the second half, we'll go to the 48th minute. Emily Bowman, she's going to unleash a laser right here over the head. There was no shot at that one being saved. Leathernecks would break the scoreless tie on the goal by Bowman, and it's 1-0. And now they just had to find a way to hold on, did the Leathernecks. Here's another shot by Bowman, and it just misses up and away. The score would remain 1-0 Leathernecks. But South Dakota, those nasty Coyotes, they had a couple of nice defensive stops, but could that spark their offense? There you saw one right there. Then USD was on the attack. This cross deflected by Natalie Seeloff, and out of bounds it will go. Nice play by Seeloff, and they keep USD off the board there. How about this corner kick by the Coyotes and a shot on goal by Kaylin Potasic, but Emma Kekkaisen will headbutt it into the grass, and WIU would hold on for the victory.
The Leathernecks go on to grab their first Summit League victory of the season. Emily Bowman continued her impressive freshman campaign with that goal. That was the difference. 1-0 Jennifer Curry notched 4 saves and, of course, the shutout.
On to men's soccer we go. The Leathernecks are riding high following 2 consecutive match wins. They look to make it 3 in a row against the Panthers of Milwaukee.
Teams and players being introduced. You see the referees going out. Beautiful day overall at John McKenzie Alumni Field. Early in the first half, it's the Leathernecks on the attack. They didn't get many shots on goals, though. Here is Ephraim Okeke with the shot, scooped up by the Panther keeper, Ephraim Okeke. And then in the 29th minute, Francesco Saporito gets the free kick attempt. He knocks it in top shelf. 4th goal of the season. Milwaukee up 1-0.
How about still in the second set, it's Milwaukee on the move again in the 31st minute. Nick Moon fired one in there. That's his 3rd goal of the year, and the Panthers took a 2-0 lead. We're in the 64th minute now in the second half. Ben Fitties, his shot was saved by Sam Glass. Ephraim Okeke with another shot. It ricochets out of bounds. The Leathernecks were unable to find the back of the net on that try.
2 first-half goals for the Panthers proved to be more than enough for Milwaukee. They grab the 2-0 victory. Leathernecks wrap up their 3-game homestand against the Oral Roberts Golden Eagles in Summit League play on Saturday.
Well, what do you say we head over to the Washington Street Gym? Macomb High Volleyball was in search of match win number 4 in a row as they were hosting Bushnell Prairie City.
Bushnell not too far away. We go right to the action. Jordan Hare serving. It falls for an early ace in the first set. And then Haley Coker sets it up for the return, though it goes wide. That's a Spartan point as they began to widen their lead. Trouble with this serve as the Lady Bombers drop set one, 25-23. To the second set we go. It's a battle going back and forth, the volleying back and forth. Maybe that's why they call it volleyball, until eventually the Spartans will send it out of bounds. Smart play to watch that one go by. Macomb takes the second set 25-9. Coker sends it back. BPC can't handle it. They also can't handle the match. Bombers take it 2-1.
That's right, Macomb got the win, taking it 2-1 over Bushnell Prairie City. The Lady Bombers will hit the road for the Quincy tournament. That begins on October the 8th.
Local Sports Focus is bringing you a heated rivalry in our high school football game of the week. The Camp Point Central Panthers at the Brown County Hornets. Let's go there. It was the Brown County homecoming and really quite a small town atmosphere, Redrick.
That's absolutely right. We go there now. It is homecoming for the Hornets. The atmosphere through the roof, terrific field, terrific stadium out there. Let's start in the first quarter. Panthers are on the board first. This is Noah Deerwester, his run to the left corner with 7:12 to go. Flash forward to the end of the second quarter. Brody Bivens up the gut from close. That PAT did not go, and Central will lead it 13-0 at the half.
To the third quarter, and the Hornets ready to score. They'll tuck it off to Carter Lewis. He gets loose and then proceeds to make everybody look silly on a 50-yard touchdown run, bringing Brown County within one score. As the celebration goes for the Hornets, all of a sudden they're back in it, and the crowd starting to get into it as well. A screen pass to Deerwester. Oh, didn't see that one coming. A little trickeration as he tosses it right back to Bivens, but he is tracked down quickly. Good job by the Hornets to react. Fourth quarter action now. Devin Buss, the fullback, bumbles and stumbles his way into the end zone. 2-point conversion successful for the Panthers as they lead by a tally of 21-7. As they start settling, Coach Brad Dixon knows what he's doing. And you know what? It takes two to make a thing go right. You know that, Redrick. Chase Houston tag teams with Keaton Henneke for the sack as the Hornets trying to get a drive going, and they would later on. John Hendricker on the run finds Devin Tynan, who is in, knocking down the pylon. Extra point, though, no good. 21-13, 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Ensuing onside kick is stepped on by Central. They're able to pounce on it, and the Panthers hold on to win 21-13.
That's right, that's the final. Both teams are now 4-2 in the WIVC as the season starts to pick up down the final stretch.
Shifting to postseason golf, the Macomb High School boys golf team traveled north to Galesburg for the Class 2A regional at Bunker Links. The Bombers finished 7th in the 9-team field with a combined team score of 350.
Senior Nick Elting tied for 3rd overall, while freshman Blaine Sutton tied for 8th. Elting and Sutton advanced to Monday sectionals at Metamora Fields. On the girls' side, their regionals are at Mount Sterling. That takes place this afternoon.
Up next, we shift over. You'll hear the Macomb High Bomber football team. They're in action Friday against West Hancock for homecoming. Could the Bombers pull off the upset before they went dancing?
And Leatherneck football began Missouri Valley Conference play at South Dakota State. Could Western keep up their winning ways in Brookings? Find out after the break.
I think just working with everybody in the newsroom, everybody has such a great camaraderie. All the opportunities that I've been given here have just been amazing to expand on that resume. I try not to beat myself up on the mistakes I make because there's so many opportunities. Just giving that experience, and this is how I got to do things in the real world, is really what the broadcasting and journalism department has done for me. When you have a really good show and that everybody nailed it, I mean, that's one of the best feelings in the world.
To eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat?
1 in 5 children struggles with hunger in America. Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Garrett Covington chose Western Illinois University because of the law enforcement program and the chance to be a Leatherneck.
Western has one of the best law enforcement programs in the nation, and I get to play the game I love. Whether I go pro or I go to law school, because of Western, I would take my success to another level. I am a success story. I am a Leatherneck.
Think purple, think success. Think Western Illinois University.
Welcome back. Leatherneck football opened up conference play over the weekend against South Dakota State.
The Jackrabbits looking for revenge after the matchup between these two teams last year ended in a double overtime WIU victory. The Leathernecks arriving off of the bus, brand new stadium for SDSU, Dana J. Dykhouse Stadium, absolutely immaculate. The Leathernecks would force a 3-and-out. Stacy Smith around the edge for the block punt on the opening drive. That would set up great field position for the Leathernecks. Western takes advantage for 6 on a 6-yard touchdown pass on a slant to Lance Lure. 12 minutes left in the first quarter. Quickly 7-0 WIU. Here's a hard hit by Timothy Smith, though it's ruled an incomplete pass. Coach Fisher felt like it was a fumble, although that was not the call. SDSU stays on the attack. The tight end Dallas Goddard left wide open in the end zone. He went off that night and also went off in the band equipment he just ran into. And Stacy Smith in motion. He's loose of a tie 7-7 ball game. He has that dangerous speed. So does DeMarco Butler, the director of football operations. 71-yard gain. DeMarco about 15 yards. And then from 3 yards away, there's Joey Borsellino. His first receiving touchdown of 2016 makes it 14-7. Leathernecks, 5 minutes left in the first.
How about the waning seconds of the first half? Connor Lambert, look at this catch. Unreal one-handed grab, and the Jacks led at the break 28-14. Western, they're coming out of their locker room right now. Needed some halftime adjustments. We'll see if they were able to do it. It wasn't really the start that the Leathernecks wanted, however. This pass was picked off. Christian Roseboom with the INT, the linebacker, and he's going to take it all the way back for a touchdown in the first minute of the second half. We move on. How about another unreal play? SDSU, they've got some fantastic receivers. Dallas Goddard, the tight end. Circus sideline grab. He takes it the rest of the way down the sideline for 6, and the route from then was on.
The Leathernecks suffer their first loss of the year and in Missouri Valley Football Conference play, 52-14. Western will look to get back to their winning ways at home this Saturday in the homecoming game against Indiana State. That is set for a 3 p.m. kickoff.
Well, from Leatherneck football to Macomb High football, it was homecoming week for the Bombers, and they had a very tough task ahead of them in the undefeated West Hancock Titans.
The flags at Macomb High lowered to half-staff, a remembrance of Fire Chief Andy Taylor, the color guard, in attendance as well. No time waste for West Hancock to put up some points. Riley Langford of a burst, and now he's just trying to pick up some blockers. He did, and he goes all the way to the end zone. Then the senior fullback Will Fox plows his way in for another tie and score, 32-0 West Hancock after the first quarter.
How about Jacob Berg on the run here in the second quarter? Look at this play right here, sir. Your ankles are broken. What a juke move, a scamper inside the red zone. The give then is to Kyle Prossman, who will lunge his way across for the first Bomber touchdown of the evening. But the Titans, they were just too much to handle on Friday night out of that wing T formation. Nice fake. Quarterback Jared Little, the freshman, keeps it, scoots it into the back corner of the end zone.
The Titans are able to spoil homecoming for the Bombers with a 46-14 win. West Hancock remains undefeated for the Bombers. It's time for them to move into must-win mode. Still to come, a special guest joins us in the studio. Carissa Kuches will talk to us on the other side of the break. You're watching Local Sports Focus.
A single ember from a wildfire can travel over a mile. That ember can ignite and destroy your home or community. You can't control where that ember will land. Only what happens before it does. Visit fireadapted.org to learn how you can help protect your community from wildfires.
I think what I love most about NEWS3 is that we're really provided with a real-world experience. We're able to get hands-on work in news, and it's very similar to what you would find in a real newsroom, but everyone around here is really good about pushing you to be your best. NEWS3 has really taught me to believe in myself, and that if you work hard, you can achieve anything you want. News can sometimes be really tricky, and you have a lot of roadblocks. All of us hold each other to really high standards, and I think that really shows in our newscasts.
It's a short ride from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
And welcome back. It's now homecoming week here at Western Illinois University, and the person joining us now, she's been through quite a few of those, I would say. It's Carissa Kuchis. He's a graduate assistant in the athletics department with marketing and promotions. Carissa,
Correct.
thanks so much for joining us.
Absolutely. Glad to be here.
Well, first off, you go from student athlete to in the graduate assistantship right now. What are some of your duties right now in the department?
Those they're varied across a wide array of things, but a couple of my favorites and things that I do day to day are just managing the promotions and the marketing for 19 of our Division I sports. So that's whatever that promo is for the day, whatever the promo is coming up, and then making sure that the word gets out to our students. Another aspect of that is our Purple Platoon, which is our official student fan group, and we're really excited about that here in athletics. It's launched this year. It's big, it's awesome, it's official, it's the epitome of being a leatherneck, and basically we offer exclusive seating, prizes, giveaways, opportunities for students to get involved with athletics, support your leathernecks, and you be that fighting force to behind your leathernecks come game day. So building up that student fan group, managing those game day promotions, and then just a little bit of day-to-day operations to make sure we run smooth and everything goes as planned.
And with it being homecoming week, I know this has to be kind of an increased workload week for you. How much does it increase during this busy week?
Definitely increases, but I think a lot of people that work for athletics and just in the university in general will say that it's the most fun. The gearing up for homecoming week and actual homecoming week, there's just nothing like it. You feel this leatherneck pride, everyone's so excited, you have alumni coming back, and everything that you do, going back to pride, it's just a sense of pride in your work. You're so happy to put on this event. You work all week to make this one game, this one day as big and as great as it can possibly be for all of these leathernecks that are coming back to relive those amazing experiences. So yes, the workload increases, but every day we love it more and more.
And you had a terrific student athlete career here as well. How does it feel to kind of be on the other side of things? Now you were a student athlete, now you're with the athletics department. How does that feel to kind of be on the opposite side of things?
It's an interesting question. I think I've gotten that a lot lately, and it's a weird dynamic. You know, going from being a student athlete, of course, you're in your student athlete bubble. So, you know, you're waking up early in the morning, you go practice class, eat, practice class, study, sleep. And basically all day, every day. So when you think about what happens in the office, most of the time you have no idea that how extensive the list of obligations is for those people to make your student athlete experience great. So now on the other side of things, I've gotten this great opportunity to get my hands dirty with things that help student athletes have a memorable experience. So I can take what I went through, what I learned, and then feel that out and try and foster something amazing for other people that are going through the same experience. So for me, it's really special, pretty awesome, and I really love looking at it from both sides.
All right, let's talk about that student-athlete aspect of it for a moment. You had a terrific 4-year softball career. How did some of those experiences kind of prepare you for what you do today?
Time management, and it cannot be said enough. I think every career development seminar I've gone to or conference, that's the one thing that they tell you. One transferable skill is time management. As a student athlete, you do it all day, every day. Now in work, you do it even more. You have to be able to juggle your personal life with work obligations, and just the way students are tailored as a student athlete. You're hungry for work. You want to take it on, you want to do more, you want to make your organization better. So you're taking on several roles, and in order to do that, you have to be able to manage your time. I'd say the second lesson, or so to speak, that I've learned from a student athlete that transfers over, oh, I had it and I'm losing it. Come back to me. Give me your next question. I'm losing it.
Okay, that's fine. We'll talk about the postgraduate scholarship that you were awarded earlier this year. Just one of 8 Leatherneck student athletes to receive such an honor. What was your reaction when you first heard that you were notified of it? And how does it feel to be in such elite company as one of 8 student athletes in Leatherneck history?
When you say that, it brings me back to the exact moment that I got the phone call and found out. Like, hunched over, cannot breathe, hyperventilating, feeling just in absolute shock. I think to be involved in a scholarship and just an honor that's so extraordinary, and to know that I compete against some of the best minds in the NCAA, it's overwhelming. And I'm so grateful and humbled for the opportunities that Western's given me that have allowed me to take that step and get to that level. And how I felt in that moment, indescribable, but in short, I'd say amazing.
All right, thank you so much for joining us, Carissa.
Absolutely.
Peaches.
Thank you.
All right, and we will be right back with more Local Sports Focus on the other side of the timeout.
We taught him how to hit a baseball, how to hit a receiver, the strike zone, the net. You taught him how to hit the upper corner. You even taught him how to hit the open man. But how much time have you spent teaching him what not to hit?
Hey, Hard, what's this?
That's my resignation letter.
You're resigning.
Why? Because you're constantly ignoring me. You're half as active as you used to be, and you get stuff like this. You've been putting me under a lot of pressure lately. That's why I'm ready to quit.
I forgot. I'll do better. Please, don't quit on me.
Okay, but remember, it's not what you say, it's what you do.
Listen to your heart. Don't let it quit on you.
Let's go for a walk.
Uncontrolled high blood pressure could lead to a stroke, heart attack, or death. Get yours to a healthy range before it's too late.
You make me wear my bike helmet. You taught me never to run with scissors. And to follow the swimming rules.
You tell me to stay away from drugs.
To always buckle my seatbelt.
So why do you keep a loaded gun in your drawer?
How safe is that?
You asked them to follow some safety rules. Now they're asking you. In fact, they're counting on you. Never let your gun get into the wrong hands. Remember, always lock it up. Visit ncpc.org.
My favorite thing about NEWS3 is you're constantly working with someone. If you're not going to work with someone, then your show's not going to go right. NEWS3 has really got me ready and prepared for the outside world. Traveling to do a tornado story, or if that even means traveling to Iowa to cover third graders, I get to work with some fantastic people. It wouldn't be the show that it was today without the production crew, without our anchors, without our talent. It's really a team effort, and I'm beyond blessed to be able to be here.
Welcome back. A lot of exciting plays over the weekend. We have 4 for you this week. Danny, you know what time it is. It's time for those top cuts.
Top cuts as well. We start at number 4, Leatherneck football at South Dakota State. 4th down for the Jacks on the opening drive. Stacey Smith so fast you didn't see him there. He swoops in for the punt block that gives Western great field position for its next drive. slow it down a little bit, see him come around the edge. There is the deflection. We go to play number 3, Reddick.
And the middle, play number 3. Well, hey, look again, it's Stacey Smith. It will be, at least, this time on offense as he takes the handoff here and bursts down the sideline, 71-yard run. Oh, look who's there, stride for stride with him. It's DeMarco Butler. He's amped for that on the WIU sideline, 71-yard gain for Smith. That's play number 3.
He's amped for sure, and DeMarco's, of course, a great sport. At number 2, over to Macomb High School football. Bomber quarterback Jacob Berg squeezes through the West Hancock defense, and then, yep, your ankles are broken, sir. Sorry about that. Nice move by Jacob Berg. We gotta slow it down. Yep, that's not good. He can say it was slippery, but nice move by Jacob Berg. Play number 1.
Absolutely. And now it's time for number 1. We go back to the pitch. Leatherneck women's soccer striker Emily Bowman with the laser over the keeper's head to put Western on the board Sunday against South Dakota. Western, of course, went on to win that match 1-0, and that goal made it the first conference win of the year for Leatherneck.
And make sure to stick around. We have a look at the upcoming week's schedules for MHS and WIU.
That's next on Local Sports Focus.
Hillary Dunn was convinced that Western Illinois University would invest in her.
My classes, friends, teachers, and activities have had a tremendous impact on my time here.
Hillary's passion for learning and helping others will lead her down a successful path.
Whether I choose graduate school or missionary work, I'll serve to the best of my ability because I am a success story. I am a Leatherneck.
Think purple, think success. Think Western Illinois University.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat?
1 in 5 children struggles with hunger in America. Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
I'd have to say it was just the fact that you can get involved right away. You walk in the door and you can learn all the equipment. And I've been able to anchor, I've been able to be a DJ on our student-run radio station here. I've been able to work any of the camera equipment and the audio equipment. The fact that you can get involved right away. Everybody's really friendly. They welcome you right when you walk in the door. And you report the news, but you can also have fun stories and hard news stories and conflicting stories. But yet you just get such a real-life experience here at News 3.
Well, here on Local Sports Focus, we want to inform you, our viewer, about the sporting events going on at Macomb High and Western Illinois University.
We end our show with a look ahead at next week's sports for the area.
Let's start with Macomb High this upcoming week. Starting with today, that Bomber soccer team will take on Limestone at Edison Elementary at 4:30. On Friday, Macomb High will travel to Quincy to take on QND under those Friday night lights. Monday night, the Lady Bombers are in action at the Washington Street Gym at 7. And then Tuesday night, the team is back on the court against Monmouth Roseville for senior night.
Yeah, correction on the graphic, not at Quincy. Macomb High playing Quincy Notre Dame. Western Illinois University starts out their week schedule Friday on the road. Women's soccer in South Dakota against the that's not right. And it's the SDSU Jackrabbits, the volleyball team in Oklahoma, and Tulsa specifically taking on Oral Roberts. They'll hit the court at 7 p.m. Saturday is homecoming, and the men's soccer team taking the field again against Oral Roberts at 1 p.m. That is, of course, preceding the WIU football game that kicks off at 3 p.m. against Indiana State. A good one against the Sycamores. Wonder which team will show up. Sunday, the women's soccer team in North Dakota, and they will take the field at 1 o'clock against the North Dakota State Bison. Volleyball in conference play Tuesday against Denver, of course, in Colorado.
A lot coming up for both of these two teams, and we're going to be looking forward to that. And, of course, we'll have all the highlights for you next week on Local Sports Focus. Well, thank you for joining us for Local Sports Focus this week.
For Redrick Terry, I'm Danny Fry. We'll be back next Wednesday and the Wednesdays after that at 9 a.m. Have a good morning.